Okay, we are going to go over this 3-4 Predator. Now we're going to pick the safety blitz, but this is a coverage scheme. So before you pick safety blitz, you're going to hit L2, get to your audibles, and you want to put a Tampa 2, a cover 3, and maybe the cover 2 man. This snake 3 play can be anything else. It doesn't really have to be a blitz. Can be cover 4 quarters. Because what you're going to do now is we are going to pick the 3-4 Predator safety blitz. Now, it doesn't matter what your opponent comes out in. Whatever. So when they break the huddle, you see what happens. The safeties comes down to the linebacker depth immediately. So you're going to then immediately audible to whatever, cover 4 quarters. And look at this. They don't move back up. So you can then do it whatever you want now. I slanted the D-line. I QB contained. And then you could just start from there. Maybe get block sheds. Or if you want to go completely pass coverage, wait till them get to the line, then audible to cover 4. I would spread the D-line and then maybe put one of these defensive tackles in a QB spy. Now, to get more creative with it, and listen, look, we just did the cover 4 quarters, right? So now I'm going to audible to the Tampa 2. And it looks, so you see the Tampa 2? This is Tampa 2. Now I'm going to audible to cover 4 quarters. The only difference is those cornerbacks, those outside cornerbacks, they go back like 3 yards. Now I'm going to audible to the cover 3 sky. Not much difference. So your opponent won't be able to read this. So whatever defense you choose to audible to, now you can, look what you could do. Let me just move Heath out of the way. Look at the linebackers. You could cross-man the linebackers, which I think is great for confusing your opponent. Now I'm going to audible to the cover 2 man. The only difference there is the outside cornerbacks are really pressing. And don't pay no mind to DeMarcus Lawrence. His X Factor's activated, so. But just look how confusing this is. And you can keep it as the double safety blitz. This is why this is such a confusing scheme. Because it's not really a blitzing scheme. Now, once you do Tampa 2, if you want to play hard flats, which is why I triangle down on the right stick, you can. You could also, remember, if you're playing cover 2, put this middle linebacker in a deep blue because it still is a cover 2. It's still the weakest part of the field, the deep middle. You want to do something like this? I mean, nobody really could be open except R1 with those type of route combinations, but R1 won't get open until late. Now you're in cover 3, which you could go into cover 3. Then if you play underneath coverage, now you have hard flats covered with a cover 3 look. The cover 3 show. So you could do so much by just calling this safety blitz and then audibling to something else. And then you have to make your adjustments to what your opponent likes to do. And always, if you're using a coverage play, if you're not blitzing, I would always protect the sticks. Because cover 4 quarters with protect the sticks, that's so hard. That's such a hard defense to throw deep on. Let me see. If you protect the sticks and you're in a Tampa 2 with hard flats, Do they stay in hard flats if you protect the sticks? Okay, so they stay down too. I was just checking. Stay tuned for the next